All right, ladies and gentlemen, comedian Ron Bush here again, and today I am at the La Brea Tar Pits, which, if you weren't familiar with the old Bugs Bunny movies, this is the place that they used to come. And right behind me, I was at first, I'll be honest with you, because I didn't know what it was. These I thought were giant beavers, and as a gay man, the idea of a beaver being that big just completely terrifies the shit out of me. Turns out they're giant sloths. But the reason why I came here is because today, and remember I'm in a park and there's like kids and people walking around with dogs, so I'm not going to try and keep this down and not curse and scream and yell like I usually do. Today I was accosted by an old, Caucasian, cisgendered Republican man. Yes, I was. And what he went to tell me was, unprompted, by the way, okay, he couldn't believe how we've elected communists and, and he started talking about how Obama and Fauci were responsible for the virus, the pandemic. All right, now, y'all motherfuckers know me. Niggas started going a little crazy. I was like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. So you've had 4.5 years of Trump, okay? We've had the pandemic has been raging now for the better part of a year, okay? And you're blaming Obama, who was in office 4 years ago, and Fauci, who first came on the scene, if I'm not mistaken, in the Reagan era, which, by the way, Reagan was a racist. Now have the tapes of him saying the N-word so gleefully, okay? His policies ignored the AIDS epidemic. Fauci was one of the champions that tried to get the AIDS epidemic under control back then, but I digress. The party of Reagan. Makes sense now, don't it? Anyway, all I'm saying is, hold on. If you're familiar with the South Park episode, this is one of those jackasses with a loud motorcycle going by. Okay, so anyway, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? Where are we as a country? Seriously. Is facts that selective now? Do we have to really fact check every person that we come in contact with? How do we get health care? How do we get a clean environment? Let me tell you something. The reason why I came here is this. Right now, we have a global crisis. It's called global warming. The pandemic is going to come and go. There's money to be made in making sure everybody gets healthy. I don't care what your vaccine beliefs are and everything like that. There's going to be a vaccine. We're all going to be healthy, blah, 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 blah. Insert that right there, okay? The problem is global warming, all right? And we have a group of people in this country that don't even believe that science and facts matter anymore. This delusional belief that man doesn't do what we do, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we do not want to be the giant sloth, okay? Can you imagine the aliens that we've been trying to contact? Did you see the thing on Space Force today where the Israeli guy, the former Israeli defense minister was saying that Donald Trump knows and was contacted about aliens, that's why they started Space Force and all this other bullshit? Can you imagine if aliens got in touch with Donald Trump? Nigga. You know what I'm saying? We'd be invaded and killed. All right, so let's first of all, this really dude's lying. All right. Because there's no way in the world they would not have zapped us out of existence. But my point being, okay, can you imagine aliens finally come here decades from now, whenever, they land, and that's what they find? Okay? If you look back over there, those are crates of fossilized bones. That's what they'll find. A bunch of Pompeii-looking motherfuckers, frozen in time, burned to a crisp, because we're too stupid, too selfish, too ignorant to pay attention to ourselves. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I beg of thee, put down the Republican and Democratic Party mantra, okay? Mantle, whatever you want to call it. Put it all down. It don't matter no more, all right? We are all humans on planet Earth. If aliens like in District 9 was to land in Africa right now, you'd have a completely different type of brown person or person of color that you can start being a racist towards. And you know what? For about 15, 20 minutes until I found out they were hot, go for it. Because if they're hot. Can you imagine if some of those dudes from Avatar started coming out of the big blue one? Nigga. Interspecies mating. I'm down. But all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, do not be giant sloth. We have one last go at this. Global warming, global pandemic. Do you notice the global theme? Mother Nature is saying, y'all motherfuckers better get y'all shit together. And y'all motherfuckers better get your shit together quick. It doesn't matter the cause. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter none of that matters. It's called reality. The reality is we have a virus. If you believe in STDs, if you wear condoms so you don't get VD, you can wear a mask without getting COVID. Because guess what? It's also a virus. And I don't care if it was made in Wuhan. I don't give a fuck if it was made in McDonald's. I don't care where it was made. Just like those chicken nuggets. I don't know where McDonald's chicken nuggets were made. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them either. No offense to you, McDonald's, but come on now. You know, what are those things? I saw the paste videos on YouTube, and those are real, right? What are we doing, folks? Who are we as a people? What is our integrity? What is our purpose? When do we start caring about our neighbors again? Or is this it? We're done. No more stand-up. I can't go out and tell jokes. I gotta be relegated to doing stupid-ass videos in goddamn parks. You know what I'm saying? Is that what I want? No. I want to go back on tour. I want to go tell jokes. You see that sign on the ass of the giant sloth? The park is closed. The playground is closed. That's supposed to be a playground, believe it or not. The playground is closed because of COVID. I got my mask in my pocket. Don't you question me. I'm walking back to my car. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have one more shot at this. And for the aliens that are going to come and see these videos centuries from now and realizing that there were a few people out here with goddamn common sense, my stand-up was bomb. I swear to God, y'all didn't even get it. But to my Republican brothers and sisters, to my Libertarian brothers and sisters, to my Democrat brothers and sisters, I don't give a shit. We're all human. Our blood bleeds red. It's time for us to start acting like adults again. It's time for us to pull the kids off each other and let them stop punching themselves in the face. It's time for us to get real about what we're trying to do here. The other day was D-Day. We commemorated the invasion of Pearl Harbor by the Japanese, the Taiwanese, and the Macanese. Doesn't sound familiar, does it? Yeah, because that was bullshit. And can you imagine if somebody was the president and they lied to you about everything they said? Right behind me right here, that's Park La Brea. During World War II, they built that. See those little low-level houses and everything? They built that for the families of the soldiers that were going off to war. Think about that. Black, white, Latino, Native American. We were all fighting for the same thing. And you know what? That was a global world war. We now have a global pandemic and we have global warming. Let us remember Park La Brea. The rents are a little too high. And the giant sloth.